Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's daily installment of what's happening in the store. Or what's happening in Patrick and Jeannie's lives. I still think about Christine's comment that it's, what did she say? It's half fireside chat.
Half couples counseling.
Half couples counseling.
I'm coming.
So wasn't the fireside chat? Who was the president that did the fireside chat?
I don't know.
Was that
Jimmy Carter?
No?
Oh, it was
Maybe it was RFK?
Roosevelt. Yeah, Roosevelt, maybe. Oop, I don't have anywhere to sit because I've got too much fabric here. Okay, we'll put this on the floor. All right.
Did I say RFK?
FDR.
FDR.
It was one of those.
Yeah, I think it was FDR.
Hi.
Do you want to hand me your glasses? On the way to work, Jeannie's like, I can't see anything. It's kind of like, yeah, I said RFK. I said RFK when what I really meant was
Graydon was telling
FDR.
she's got a Korean friend, so she was talking about how she has a Korean boss, and then she was telling them about us and that we bicker. We don't bicker.
We bicker all day, every day. And I think it makes some people uncomfortable.
You know what we do when we're bickering? I always turn to that person. I go, we're married. And they look at me like, oh, that makes sense.
Because then they're like, because what they were thinking was, she's such a...
No.
I can't believe she's such a...
So,
Poppy, come here.
I've been needling like crazy, and
Come on, Pops.
For some reason, Poppy just does not like Max, and Max is like the sweetest, and everyone loves Max.
You
except
can't
for
call
Poppy.
Max the sweetest.
They're all the sweetest.
They're all the sweetest.
Yes.
Max is the sweetest Max.
John is the sweetest John.
John is the sweetest John.
Before you couldn't work here you couldn't be a tech here unless your last name ended in X. Because we had Dax with an X, D-A-X, Max, M-A-X, and Alex, A-L-E-X. But now we have a John. So we're breaking the mold. All right. I was just online because I was looking for, good morning.
That's just everybody saying good morning.
Posted one. Yes. I'm like, I am on my 10 needle. I am going to be... Like this morning, I got up and I was like, oh, I got to go start my 10 needle. And I ran downstairs and it had stitched everything.
Well, so I went to bed last night and I woke up like a half an hour later and I was like, what am I hearing? What is that? Oh, it's the 10 needle.
Because my sewing room is underneath our bedroom, which I like. Well, I have an app too that I use sometimes, and it's
a lot of you have apps too. It's a brother app called your Stitch Monitoring app.
Yeah, I think they have it with Baby Lock too, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. So, but it'll tell me if my machine stopped. It'll tell me, like, I can see where it's stitching. I can see like which thread broke. But last night it did, I came downstairs and it had stopped after, because a lot of times I'll program it to color number 10, put a pause in 11 so I can do my next color changes. And it had gotten through everything. So it did like an hour's worth of stitching. Those blocks.
What do you, no.
Those
do not
blocks,
ruin my
maybe it's just my
handiwork.
eyes. It's just my eyes.
I was like, I just cleaned those.
So the blocks I'm doing.
Are your eyes not working?
It might be my eyes.
That's concerning.
I think you didn't do a good job right there. So, a lot of the ones I'm doing right now, it's 40,000 stitches. That's a lot of stitches. And so the very end, I'm doing like the evergreen trees, and then there's little Christmas bulbs on there in different colors. So that's really really quick. So it's doing the bulk of the embroidery. Actually, wait, this it did almost all of it. I came downstairs. I'm like, why did that needle stop? And then if ever it stops, I follow the thread path and I go, okay, where did it get hung up? And I followed it.
You know what she doesn't do? She's not like, my machine is broken.
Yeah, I don't do that because I know.
I got wiper errors. Calm down. It's only sewing.
I followed my thread path and the spool had run out. So I did like almost all of it and the spool had run out. And I hate when the spool runs out because then I have to thread it from the back. And so I can't just tie it off. I have to rethread. So anyways,
I'm having popping problems.
And then I just I threaded up and I came to the store and it was doing a whole block. So I love my multi-needle. I didn't use it at all last year because I was going through treatment last year, so it just kind of sat there.
You used it like in the spring when you switched therapies.
No,
like,
I didn't.
You didn't use it all in the spring?
I
felt like
didn't use it at all.
So, it's funny because somebody asked a question about tiling scenes being too intense for a single needle machine. So tiling scenes, and let's just have this conversation really fast. Tiling scenes and freestanding lace, incredibly stitch intensive. And like you'll hear me talk about the fact that they're hard on machines, but like it's not that they're too intense for those machines. The machines are meant to be used. They're meant to do that stuff. You can do them on multi needles. You can do them on single needles. There is absolutely no problem in doing them on the single needle. That said, you will find that the multi needles complete them much faster. You will also find that when I say they're hard on machines, like there are certain things about freestanding lace that can be hard on machines, just like kind of the level of density and the products you're using and stuff like that. And you kind of see more problems with them. The reality is, like you're gonna see more issues with a lot of that stuff on single needle machines, and it has nothing to do with it being too hard for the machine or anything else. It just simply has to do with the sheer volume of stitches that you're putting on. If you run into an issue every 500,000 stitches, right? Like if you were to boil it down, and most of these issues, like I'm poking fun of our customers and like, because the reality is we deal with a lot of you in crisis. A lot of times there's no crisis. This is where I would tell my son, make sure to tell him to calm down. I'm totally kidding. But but like if you were to boil it down, right, and just look at the law of average and say, okay, every 500,000, every 650,000 stitches, you're going to run into some kind of minor issue. If you're doing a project that has 1 million stitches, you're going to see 2 issues. And so when we go into the holiday season and these tiling scenes and freestanding lace become more prevalent, we do see a lot more issues. And like you'll hear me talk about it as if, it's hard on the machine. Your machine is fully capable of doing it. It's fully capable of doing all of it. It's just it's just that, when you're doing these really stitch intensive stuff, by the law of averages, you're going to see more nonsense.
Yeah. And you might have a needle break. That's okay. You might have to go up a size in your needle because it's going through thick stuff. You might have thread break because you're doing freestanding lace, and that needle and the thread is going through
Other
stitches, which can be rough, and it might shred your thread and break it. So it's just
sometimes you have to slow stuff down, or you have to work within the challenges that the project creates. But like it none of it's worth panicking over. And the reality is, like, just simply because of the density and the number of stitches, you're gonna see more issues around it.
Yeah, and Stephanie was talking about how she'll get through 2 tiles in a tiling scene. Can you go grab my
Who was talking about this?
Can you grab mine as the crow flies, like straight through there? Grab that tiling scene that's on the fabric, like where the fabric is, and I'll show it to them.
You're talking about
is it Enchanted?
Thomas Kincaid?
Is that Thomas Kincaid?
Yeah, I think so.
Where's my you know what I love are my my Enchanted Santas and Starry Night Santa.
Santa's right here too.
Oh yeah. So some of those are super dense, and but they're beautiful. So I think Stephanie mentioned something about how she'll get through like 2 tiles in a day on a single needle because you're doing your color changes. So this one is this one Starry Night Santa? So this is Starry Night Santa. And oh, doesn't that look at the star? Looks like it's shimmering, doesn't it? I love this one.
Look at the star. Look at it. Looks like it's actually shining. Look at it. Makes a cross. It's amazing.
He makes fun of me. Anyways,
look at the lights in the houses. It looks like they really have electricity.
So, like some of these, you don't have, this is the background fabric, that dark blue. And so you might not see, I love that fabric. You might not see.
The beauty of that fabric is it looks stitched.
Yeah, that fabric is great.
Like some of these really aren't very dense at all.
Yeah, some of them it's
like
the
this
background
really
fabric.
Is not dense.
Some of them
was
like
this metallic? Or was this
This is all stitches. Like these, they're all stitches, so they're gonna take longer. What was I talking about? Why was I even talking about this?
Just how dense and how Stephanie says she'll get through like 2 tiles.
Oh yeah, so
I mean, this one is like all stitches.
Yes, we've got all stitches here except for this. This is fabric up here. So, but this is the same fabric that's behind all of these.
And this is Thomas Kincaid, the first Thomas Kincaid one, and the second one is all the rage right now.
All I can hear is my 10 needle. My 10 needle's not even running. It's like in my ear.
Your ears are ringing or something?
Do I hear something?
No.
Oh, I think it's the fan on that. So, they're beautiful. And if you're not wanting to do such a big bite, meaning those tiling scenes. So last night, I worked all day. I got home and I just needed to finish up that one tiling scene. And then I still did 2 more. So last night, I think,
Poppy.
Spit it out. Last night I did 3, or yesterday I did 3. So, and that's like me being here and just setting it up. I set it up right before dinner. I set it up before, like Patrick's like, let's go for a walk. I was like, give me a second. And I set it up and then I went on my walk and came back. So,
I can put that out, right?
I wanted to just, Shelly, we have your package. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else that we'd gotten in because I think we did. So just hold on to that. She's into everything. For those of you that want to do something, but you don't want to do and you don't want to commit to such a big bite, look what else is out. This is Donna Gelsinger, too. She's the one that did Starry Night Santa, but they've got a new tiling, what do you call this? Stocking. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
Does it say stocking on it?
Well, I wasn't looking. Child stocking. I'm going to do this. I haven't put it up on the website, but I'm going to put it up on the website. I just ordered the thread kits. And there's 2 versions. So I already grabbed all my fabric. There's this one, too. There's going to be this one. And since they're not so big, maybe I'll film them. I might like film the whole thing. Wouldn't that be great? So these are and what I love about it is like I want to do a stocking in the hoop, but your hoop's so tiny. I'm just kidding. Hoop's pretty big, but these are going to be even bigger. Like you can really do a big size because they're done in sections and then we sew them all together. So I will work on putting this up. I wanted to talk to you about OESD. So OESD has something called Designs on Demand. And I think I need to put that up as an option when I put up the designs from now on, because they like piecemeal them out to us. Like sometimes we don't get them all at once. Like they'll send me like, I'll order like 20, but then I'll get 2 and then I'll get 3 and then I'll get 5. And then, so you can always do designs on demand. And what I do in the store is I do 20% off. So if you go on there and you're like, oh, that design is full price, call me. I'll do designs on demand and I'll just email it to you. So you'll just get it emailed. So if you want this design today, is it out today? I can't remember if it's totally out yet. If you want it now, just email, as long as you're okay without getting the hard copy and just getting a download. And the good thing about the download is it's always hosted on the OESD site. Just let me know, just call me, email me, and I can ring you up for this, and then I'll just put it onto your OESD account. The other thing with OESD, I'll price match too. As long as I can price match, I'll price match. So just let me know if you want the design, and like I said, I will load it onto your account. If you want the hard copy, I just ordered these. So and as soon as Thomas Kincaid is done, I'm gonna do these because I was like, ooh, those look like so much. Can we bring my machine to Salt Lake? Just kidding.
Jeannie, so like we're next week. This is a reminder. Next week we're on vacation. So I'm here through about 2:30 on Friday. Jeannie's going to be in the store on Saturday, but then we are out for a week. And so my daughter hasn't really had like real mom time while you were healthy.
Yeah, Violet and Kai and I had some
like you had a ton of time
because we were in Korea together. Violet and I have not had just silly.
Like when she has been around, you just were like work crazy.
I've been working a lot. If you could see my insides, that's what it would look like. All the time. I gotta put this here because this is
so Jeannie's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with Violet next week, and I'm like,
what? I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did on the walk last night, and I was like, you're gonna do whatever you want. You're gonna go shopping. You're gonna go hiking. You're gonna
you know
go
what's
out for
hard
breakfast,
is when I'm
you're
here.
Gonna go out for dinner.
I'm like, I want to stitch too, but yeah, I'm gonna. Might not see me a lot next week because next week will be.
She's leaving. She's going to be in town. And then on Tuesday, she's going back to Salt Lake with Violet. And they're going to have a couple of days, Sans, Kai, and Patrick.
So there's been a bunch of questions.
So somebody asked if there was a bobbin winder for the tin needle. There is a bobbin winder for the tin needle.
I say use pre-wounds. I've never wound my own bobbin. Not that you can't, that you want to use the metal. Well, I mean, do you even have to use the metal bobbins? Because I use clear ones too.
We've had people buy them, though, so that they could match bobbins for freestanding
for
lace.
freestanding lace, I don't even, like, if it's orange and I have a gold, I just use the gold. It's never been an issue.
So she uses a lot of our pre-wounds, like we have the super bobs and stuff like that.
I just pick whatever's going to be closest, and I just use those. But
so Alice, we were putting some stuff together for you, and I'll be in touch. I'll probably just send you an invoice for the flash frame.
Yeah, so don't worry about finding it. We pulled one aside, and the other one got sold. If you want that hoop and you want that super special sale, we were going to see if we could do another order, so just reach out to me.
What did you just say?
Reach out.
We are not doing another brother sale.
Reach out. Reach out. Okay.
Our pricing has changed, and that's the challenge. We'll honor that price for the ones that we have, but we're
You know what?
scrambling.
Hey, you know what the 10 needle has that some of you don't know that it has? It has a hand wheel. So at one point, my needle got stuck in my fabric, and I was like, I couldn't do anything. And Dax goes, it was here in the store. I was like, Dax, oh my God, the needle's stuck and I can't get it back. And he walks over and he reaches to the back and he just rolls it, and the needle came up, and I was like, I didn't even know I could do that.
So
I
you
didn't.
panicked.
I totally panicked.
Yep. See, this is
And you
what
know what?
this is what happens. If
That's
you're
a lie. I
panicking.
did know it had a hand wheel because I knew it had a hand wheel because back in the day, it didn't have an oil button, so you had to roll your hook into the right position. And but I didn't even think of that when the needle got stuck. He just came over and rolled it up, and I was like, all right, I feel stupid. So you've got, if ever your needle gets stuck, you have a hand wheel. Patrick, what did you drink this morning?
Coffee.
Poppy? Hey,
Pops, come here.
okay, what fabric did you sew on?
No.
So, for the Starry Night Santas and all of the,
Poppy.
can you grab her and just put her in the crate?
Poppy,
For
you
all
wanna
of
cuddle
those,
up? Come here.
there's different
Come here.
blues that I like to use. So, there's a
down.
chalk and charcoal
Lay
one
down.
that I love.
Lay
I
down.
actually might have some of that. There's a chalk and
No,
charcoal one.
down.
There is a Riley Blake one. I think it's called Nighttime or Nightshade, and I think I have some here right now. And then there's a Moda one. So there's different fabrics that I like for that. So email me if you're looking for that background fabric. And then some people, Cindy wrote, how do you decide on the background fabric for a tiling scene? A lot of times I'll look at the picture
Hey.
and
No.
Oh,
Stay.
OESD a lot of times will use Amanda Murphy's Cotton Shot. So I have like a color chart here, and I might pick.
Did you ever answer the cotton shot question yesterday? 2 people asked, what is cotton shot?
Oh, Cotton Shot is an Amanda Murphy product.
Do you want to kennel up?
And it's just a cotton that has like it's like tone on tone. It's gonna be like a grunge or something like that, where it's not just a solid fabric. So and I'm using a Cotton Shot light blue in, I know it's midnight delivery, but it looks more like a daytime, but it's just a really pretty blue. And that's what I'm using in the one that I'm doing right now. I think for Thomas Kincaid, I don't know what I used either. A lot of times I'll call him, I'll be like, do you know what you used? And, you know, sometimes it's a solid and sometimes it's a Cotton Shot. And for this one I'm going to use, can you grab, there's a bolt of like navy blue fabric. I think it's sitting on the cutting table. I'm going to use a Moda Thatched because I have a really pretty one that I think will look good with this. And then I was looking also at these.
There's a Moda grunge here.
Oh, you could bring that over. That is fantastic. This would be perfect for your Starry Night Santas if you want to use this. There are 2 different ones here, and I'm going to be ordering. There is a pearl cotton shot that I'm going to order for these. If you want to do, this is grunge navy. This would be perfect for your Starry Night or something like this, because like it looks so organic.
It looks like a starry.
It looks like a cloud, right? So this would be fantastic if you want to use this for your Starry Night grunge navy. There's so many great, I could just keep grabbing them. There's so many great colors.
Can the
Did we
single
answer that?
needle handle the size? Yeah, just going back to what we were saying about single needles versus multi needles with the tiling scenes. Like, you can do them on your single needles. They just take
Can you
longer.
just crater?
Hey,
Let's just crater. So,
come on.
Yeah, you know what? This is very pertinent to our project for next month for Digital Dealer. So if you've never done freestanding lace before, it's time consuming. This one's going to be really nice and easy, but because it's all thread. So the freestanding lace project is going to be is the freestanding lace stocking like hanging up there on the table when you first walk in. So
Can you guys answer phones?
there's no stocking, like a little stocking. Are they grabbing the phone?
Yep.
Sometimes the boys, they're so focused on fixing the machines. So, yeah, it will be pertinent.
Sometimes they just don't want to answer the phone.
Sometimes they just don't want to answer. So this is all thread, the front of this. And this is going to be the project. I think, is this the 6x10? I can't remember. But then there's also fabric on here, because can you imagine doing the whole thing? So there's fabric on the inside, but the front part's going to be all thread.
Is that so? That's all freestanding lace.
That's freestanding lace. So this will be a
So
good
that's
intro.
a good example of density in freestanding lace too, because it looks like fabric. There's so many stitches.
And you'll do this on Dissolve Away. So, and I'm going to be needling a whole bunch of freestanding lace stuff. OESDs, they have in September, October, November, they have a giveaway. They have a freebie. So, for instance, Sue just ordered, she ordered this design, Primitive Pumpkins, and she ordered the kit that goes with it. That has all the thread and all the felt and everything. Guess what, Miss Sue? I'm going to be sending you the design. So they used to send us a hard copy, and they don't do that anymore. Now I just go on and I'll send you the design. It's called Holiday Celebrations, and what it is it's going to be the designs for the ornaments. And Heather Mundy, Secretary Mundy, was so kind as to stitch these out for us. Are these just fantastic? Just amazing, like dimensional. Do you want Patrick to describe them to you? Are these like so fantastic? Look at this one she did with the metallic. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? The shimmer and the glimmer. Don't even Patrick. So these are the ones that are dimensional. And then she also stitched these out. So and if ever you do your OESD order from us and you don't get your design, email me, because it's hard for me to do everything and then keep track of like, because sometimes I will try to look. I'll be like, they spent $20 on OESD at the beginning of the month. They spent 20 more here. They need 20 more. And there it is. So keep track of your purchases from us. These are the ones that are flat. Are these so cute? How much fun are these? This would be a great giveaway, like if you wanted to do something, you wanted to stitch something out for a teacher, or you want to just do a little present for somebody, you could stitch these out. And these aren't going to be as stitch intensive because they've got fabric on them too. So you could put like baby's first Christmas. You could add like something to the very top. You could put like a little picture in here. You can do whatever you want with these. And this, you can't even purchase this design. This is your freebie with your OESD purchase. You have to purchase $59, $59.99 retail. That's not hard, right? So if you, and stabilizer counts. So stabilizer counts. Anything that has OESD on it is going to count towards your purchase. So did I miss any questions? Because there's been a lot of chatter over here on the right hand side.
No, we like most of it. So we did have a question. Any 7x12 or 7x14 hoops?
What you should do is you should email me and I'll put you on the list. I'm doing another order. I'm doing another order. Email me and I'm doing a special order. I'm going to check my pricing because my pricing had gone up. I'll email you back and I'll confirm your price. And I'm doing one more order. So just email me. Susan Cram, email me because I ordered extra playbooks and I can do the OESD price. Yes, we carry the Martelli mats.
I got to get
And I also have the Sue Daily mats. How much is the bobbin winder? Alice, email me because I am I'm doing another order. So I can, I'll get you a special price on that. So send that to me and I'll let you know. Come out with a new multi-needle. We'll have all the features that are coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever have all of those features, but yes. What I want with my multi-needle, and I know it's going to be bigger, I want 15 needles, and I want a bigger hoop. I want 15 needles and a bigger hoop. When you have weave cotton shot in so the cotton shot, it's just like, that's just the name of her line, and it's just like regular cotton. So it's not like it has a looser weave or anything like that. It's just the name of Amanda Murphy's line. I do need a dog whisperer, and I need to be a better owner. The problem is not Poppy, it is me. Okay, I'm not, enough is enough. Shelly, email me about the 7x12, and I did order an extra 7x14 that hasn't been claimed yet. I need to confirm my prices, but the 7x12 magnetic, it's normally $713.99, and we were doing it for $369.99, and then the I think the 7x14, I think that was for the your sit down machine was $325, but I could be wrong. So just email me so I can check my prices. Would you tell the size of the hoop for the stockings? The hoop for the stockings. So I was looking at that because most of the tiles are in a 5x7 hoop, but there are some of them, like for instance, the heel right here, 7.5 by almost 5. So it's going to bump you out of the 5x7, and you're going to have to go to the next size, which is going to be like an 8x8 if you have that. But I was also looking at these going, oh, they fit in the 7-inch hoop, but they don't totally fill it. They're kind of short. So you could hoop, rehoop, hoop, rehoop, hoop, rehoop. I'm going to stitch one out. I don't know if I'll do it live or if I'll record it, but I'm going to do a whole stocking. So, would you tell, how much fabric does Starry Night require? So, for Starry Night, and this is me, when I did this in my regular 5x7 hoop, I cut my strips 12 inches, and I can fit 6 to a strip. So that's what? 6 strips times 12 inches. That's 2 yards, right? Yeah, so 2 yards. They call for 3.5 yards. I want to say that's the instructions. It's either 3 or 3.5 yards. I always have a couple. I'd say there's usually 2 or 3. Like I did one where I stitched the entire block. I programmed my machine, and I started it again without rehooping. So I stitched on top of an entirely. So I always have like 2 or 3 blocks that are trash blocks that I make a mistake. I did a whole block where I got to the last step and I took it out of the hoop and I didn't do the outline stitch. And you need that outline stitch to be able to sew your tiles together. So yeah, that's me. So you could get a little extra. Now that I'm using my flash frame, instead of running my fabric up and down and doing the 12 inches, I'm running my fabric left and right, and 9 inches is perfect. So I just cut off, and this one, mine was 9, there's 36 blocks. So I did 8 strips. So whatever, 9 times 8. And then, so still we're doing like 2 yards, but I'd get a little bit extra. Hopefully that answered your question. She is beautiful. I got all my... That's it? I'm a little intimidated with some of the new OESD designs because it used to just be dissolve away in Badge Master, and then cut away on the back of your fabric. And now they're using a lot of other different products. So there's another project that I was looking at last night, which is going to be the freestanding boxes. And I thought that might be a perfect project that we could do a so long or a class. And I plan on tackling that one. And I will let you know. Michelle, I think, is going to do primitive pumpkins as a class. So she's been stitching this. She has all the fabric. She cut everything on her scan and cut. And I think she's going to be doing a class. So Margaret, if you're intimidated, hang tight and we'll ask Michelle about it. Those are pretty. Will gingerbread be taped? And if we can't make it, do we have to be live? You have to be live for the bingo. Let's talk about gingerbread. I'm going to send out an email today, just sending your links out again with the welcome letter, all of that. Michelle's going to be starting off the event, and I think she's going to be starting with the placemats. So placemats, and I'm going to be ending it. So she'll do placemats, and then she's going to be doing Patrick's pasties. And then I will be ending it with the gingerbread house. And I stitched this out this weekend too. So the gingerbread house, there's an itty bitty, and then I stitched this one. It's a little bit bigger. And I did this because we're doing the gingerbread house in the 6x10. This one I did in the 7x14. And I could have gone a little bit bigger and gone into the 16, the 10.5x16, but I didn't feel like doing that. So this is what you'll get if you stitch it a little bit bigger. So this is 4 inches taller than the 6x10. That's the size that I did this one. And it's so cute. The Mylar windows are my favorite. I don't know if you can appreciate those. So, number one, all of the videos have already been pre-recorded, and there was a link in your welcome letter. So there was a welcome letter that was sent to you. If you're like, I can't take it, I got to start stitching now, you can start stitching now. The videos are all there. We pre-recorded them and put a playlist into the letter. Number two, the event will be recorded and it'll be sent to you afterwards. And you do have to be there for bingo. And bingos are a big prize. And then there's going to be a bunch of other giveaways, and those you don't have to be there. We'll just be pulling your name out of a little hat. Grading yesterday did all the names, so we're ready to go. We're ready to pull those names and start giving away some prizes. What else? So, yes, bingo. What design is the ornaments? The ornaments, and you can purchase this. What was I talking about? It's called Holiday Celebration 2024. You can purchase the design, but the design I think is like $80. I think it's like $79.99. Why buy the design? Buy some buy some OESD product. This is OESD. If you spend $59.99, then I'll send you the design for free. And this is for September. No, October. Sorry. September's freebie was the cards. For October, and your purchase has to be done in this month. So it's your October purchases, you will get this design. So start buying. Spend $59.99 retail, and then you'll get this design for free. You have all of October to do that purchase. Next month, for all of November, it's going to be Holiday Celebrations 2024, and it's going to be embroidery design. So September's was cards, October are ornaments, freestanding, and then November will be the designs. So, and I'll be watching, and if I miss something, just email me. I do miss stuff. I never miss it on purpose, but there's a lot of moving parts. What else? Did I miss anything else? So what design is the ornament? So that's going to be Holiday Celebrations 2024. That's how good. Sweet. Add to your packages. And I'm sending out mug rugs. I'll start sending them out. If I get them on Friday, I'll start sending them out Friday this weekend and the beginning of next week. Oh my goodness. So with mug rugs, And Miss Suzanne just brought these out. So Suzanne stitched out half, and Dana stitched out half, and they're going to do a live sew along. So they're not going to stitch all of them out, but Suzanne's going to stitch out one, and then Miss Dana's going to stitch out one. So you'll finally, some of you have met Suzanne because she does the accessory class, but none of you, Dana has not done and it's just a sew along. It's just a sew along. But here's a little sneak peek. God, we have so much to talk about, huh? If you haven't gotten them yet, this is so many books, so little time. How many of you have friends that are huge readers? I love my mug rug. It's really a coaster, right? I love my mug rug. I have 3 of them that people have made me. I've never made one for myself. And they sit on my nightstand, and I have them down in my sewing room. So this is going to be for your book, your readers, and your book lovers. Oh my God. Who doesn't love a barn? And these are the fabrics in the fabric kit. So here's the barn. Being creative is not a hobby, it's a way of life. And I think that's all of you, right? So this is being creative is not a hobby, it's a way of life. Okay, this one is so sweet. This one is so sweet. So dream big, little one. Is that so adorable? And then here is keep your eyes on the stars. And we kitted them with your rhinestones too. So you have rhinestones that are going to come with your kit. Do you know how much time I spent picking out the rhinestones on this? I bought like 4 different packs and I was like, no, that's not right. Nope, don't like those. I loved these because they're pink and yellow, and they've got, yeah, you can't appreciate it. But I picked these because they had all the colors and they were more special. I'm super picky. So I just love these. All right. So this is going to be Mug Rugs. Mug Rug 6 that's coming out on Friday. I did order about a dozen extra. So if you want it now, I sent in my numbers. If you don't order it now, you might not get it this weekend. You might have to wait a little bit. So there are the Mug Rugs. We have more to talk about. Let me look at your questions. Yes, order it now so I can strip all your stuff out together. Michelle needs to do on how to cut the firm stuff. Okay, Michelle was telling me, she's like, I had 3 Scan-A-Cuts this weekend, cutting. She goes, I had one that was cutting the firm stuff. She had another, she was using the deep cut blade. And then she had another one, I can't remember what she said it was cutting, and another one. And she goes, don't think that there wasn't, I can't remember how she worded it, but it was basically, don't think there wasn't like hell to pay for that, because she was like making a huge mess with all of that stuff. But yes, Primitive Pumpkins, I think she's doing this, and we'll have her do this as a class where she cuts everything too. They are much bigger than I thought. Are you saying the ornaments are much bigger? Here, I'm going to hold them by my face. When I hold them up here, they look absolutely huge. But this is the size of them, and they're so fantastic and beautiful. And you can make these anything you want. You can make it where you didn't stitch the embroidery. Maybe you stitched out names, or you did something like that, or you added something else. And then the ones that are, these are the ones, I'll hold them by my face. See? Not huge. Not huge. And they're so cute with the little dangly thing in the centers. So if you want that design, do an OESD purchase, and you can get it for free. What else did we have to ask? Is the OESD tiling stocking new? Brand new. Is it up? So there is this Cynthia, I don't know how you say her last name. Is it Freddie? Cynthia Freddie. So she's got a stocking. Maybe we'll do that one. Because, but I'm gonna kit. So if you can wait. So I'll order that fabric today. I'm looking for the actual picture to show you. So if, oh my God, of course it's gonna be the very last page I turn to, or it's not here at all. But I don't even remember what the question was. Is it new? I think the Donna Gelsinger one is new for October, and then Cynthia Freddie one was last month, but I haven't done it yet, so it's new to me. So these are the designs. I'll work on getting them up on the website. They're not up on our website. And if you want just the digital download, just send me a note and I can get you rung up for that. And we'll send that out to you today, as long as it's available. I haven't even looked. So glad I had come in. Yes, Margaret, you can qualify for that design. Do you ever use the... Oh, okay. I love OESD Badgemaster. So when I first started doing freestanding lace, I used to do 2 layers. The store's humming now. People are coming in, so it might get busy in here. And I'll just save for the rest of the stuff I was going to talk about for tomorrow. But I used to use 2 layers of dissolve away. That's what they called for. When Badgemaster came out, now I use 1 layer of OESD dissolve away and 1 layer of Badgemaster, and it's the perfect combination, and you gotta use that Badgemaster. And what's so great about the Badgemaster is it is solid. I used to do some of my tiling scenes or Santa, freestanding Santa or whatever with the buttonettes, and sometimes as you stitch, the stitches would kind of pull in, and when you went to do the buttonettes, they wouldn't connect because the embroidery had kind of moved. The Badgemaster keeps everything in place. You're not going to have those issues. So you still want to use a layer of the dissolve away, and you want to use a layer of that Badgemaster, and it's rock solid, and it's not going to distort and move while you're stitching. It's really easy to pull away once you pull it away, and it's pretty slimy. So you want to make sure you use a hot bowl of water and you get all that slime off. But the Badgemaster is a game changer. A layer of dissolve away, a layer of Badgemaster. That's what you want to use. So yes, I use the Badgemaster and I love it and I swear by it. Oh my God, I don't even know where we're at. Yes. Do you ever use... Okay, here. You're getting the separate brother bobbin winder. Email me about that bobbin winder. Use Badgemaster. Yes. Do you have a stabilizer bundle? I don't have a stabilizer bundle, but I can put something together for you. I want to... Oh, I didn't know they had a 16 needle with a new multi-needle. No idea. We don't know about what they're coming out. Usually we kind of get an inkling late spring. We might start carrying things. Question is, what's the difference between 16-inch and 17-inch? Says stainless steel versus plastic. I can't figure it out. Okay, regarding the Martelli mat, I'm not sure. I think the Martelli mat, is it 17 inches? I guess difference between the 16 and the 17 will just be an extra inch I think that's maybe the diameter, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it more carefully. And I don't know about stainless steel versus plastic. The base of the Martelli, as far as I know, is like plastic, and then on the velvet. But I'd have to maybe email me your question, and I'll look at it later on. Any blocks? 2 of them. That's a great idea. I never thought about that. You know what my messed up blocks turn into? Rage. They turn into me just raging. So, I don't know what we're going to do with Primitive Pumpkins yet. I don't know if it'll be a paid class or if it's going to be Zoom with wash away. How do you make it bigger? How do you make it bigger? How do we make what bigger? You're going to have to be more specific. If you get this spree, I think if you get spree, I think you can sign up through us. We have an affiliate link on the OESD page. So if ever you're buying OESD product and you don't mind, we do have an affiliate link. You do have to click through us, but they give us a little kickback. So we make a little bit of a commission off of that. So we always appreciate that. Fabric kit. What is the price for the new mug rugs? The new mug rug CD, I think, is $39.99. What's the perfect gift? I think I'm all the way through. Do you use our affiliate link to get the designs from you or OESD? You can do it one of 2 ways. So you can actually You can go directly through OESD and get your product. You can use our affiliate link. And when you use our affiliate link, we get a kickback from OESD. And I know it takes, it's like an extra step, but we totally appreciate it. And then you can always buy stuff through us as well. If you buy through OESD, I think they'll send you the design for free as well. I don't know how that works. But if you do it through us, then we'll keep track of it and we'll load it to your OESD account. So there's 3 different ways. You can go directly through them, through our affiliate link, and then you can come through us. I never did get a welcome email. Oh, Donna. No, you should have gotten that, and that's really important. If there's anyone that has not gotten their email yet, let me know, but it's automated, and as long as you're on the list, you should have gotten that. I will send that letter out again. Must have that design. Can that be made in a little pillow? If you're talking about the mug rug, you can do anything you want with these. Like this could be, yeah, you could blow it up and make it into a pillow for sure. I just want to check Miss Donna because that's a big deal. I don't want anyone to not get their stuff. For the event, if you, if for some reason you have trouble getting in, then let me know. And Donna, I'm going to check on that as soon as we're done. You're the first thing I'm going to check on. So I'm just putting it in my list to do. Donna and event. I will check on that. Send to myself. How do we get the mug rug fabric kit? You bought, so the mug rug fabric kits, that's something that we kit. And you can just reach out to, you can just go on the website. We have those kits and those will be shipping out with your mug rug design. And yes, they are bigger. Can you still get the OESD start? Yes, and I think I have it here. And I think I have it at a sale price. If not, let me know because I will give you a sale price on this. They're expensive. So I love having, hey, are you, the cookie tester. And I think she has it ready over there. So, did the CD for the mug rugs? No. Yes.
Oh, you want me to make some?
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought you were
like 20 more.
No, you got it. 20? Okay.
Yes. Did you get the CD for the mug rugs? They're supposed to ship to me today. Do you need, I don't know. When it comes to, so Lynn just asked, do you need the Badge Master for the felt pumpkins? I really stick to whatever they have in their instructions because I know it's going to come out perfect using that. There are some times we make changes. So I know with Michelle, she and I were talking about, I think, primitive pumpkins, and I think she was going to be doing some changes. So that might be a better question for Miss Michelle. I love my standalone. How do you make the little house bigger? Oh, how do you make the little house bigger? Cindy, I'm going to do a video. Because there's when you blow up your designs, if you're on a Baby Lock or Brother machine, you can just hit your button and make it bigger, 20% bigger up and down. That's just your sizing button. Then there's another button that you can hit where it redigitizes, and that's going to change your stitch count. That's what I did with this. So I blew it up more than 20%, and that's going to be in your sizing buttons, and I'll make a little video. So I'll make a video, and I'll show that to you. Like, share, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And absolutely, the primitive pumpkins will use stabilizer. I'd have to look at the supply list to tell you exactly which ones. And there, I made it through the questions. Okay, I'm going to get going just because the store is getting busy right now. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to be stitching this out. So get it now. I'm going to be stitching it out because guess what? We just got in, and I'm going to be kitting it. I just got in all the fabrics, and they are gorgeous. So if you, I think Graydon put them up on the site, and it's Ben Artex. This is Ben Artex fabric, and I bought it in both the cream colorway and then the black. So both of those are there. The cream colorway, I'm going to be kitting it with Fairy Frost. Patrick's always like, let's get rid of the Fairy Frost. He's always trying to get rid of the Fairy Frost, but I love the Fairy Frost. So the cream colorway, I have to find one more color, one more fabric for the turkey. But we are going to have cream, fairy frost. That's going to be like the background fabric. And then it's going to have, oh look, I do have an assistant right here to hold my fabric. But should we just talk about this tomorrow? This is going to be the cornucopia. And then I took it home. Mine's already cut. I'm going to be stitching it. I'm going to do it on my single needle. This is the pumpkin, and I have to find the turkey. So if you bought that pattern and you didn't know what fabrics you were going to use, I'm going to have those. We're going to be kitting those. Are you excited, ladies, for kitting this? Yay. So, but get your pattern now. I have probably half a dozen of these, but I'm going to get more. Don't be too rushed. We're going to do this at the end of October or the very beginning of November is when this is going to happen. And then the other colorway is going to have the, oh, I don't have it up here. We'll have this. It's going to have, the other colorway is going to be just like this. We're going to kit it just like this with this fabric is going to be the background fabric. This is going to be right here where we stitch is going to be a black with a tiny gold metallic fabric, and then we'll kit the cornucopia and the turkey. That'll all be in there. So, and then I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to show it to you tomorrow. Moda is doing their 50th anniversary, and we're going to be doing a contest, or they're doing a contest, and I'll show you all the fabric for that. That's going to be tomorrow. There's just too much to show and do. Tomorrow is Cookie Tester. I'm going to be doing this at 10:30. So we're going to be stitching this out together. It is a Zoom. So if you want to be on this, I'm going to add the Zoom link to the website so you can just get it there. Cookie Tester Zoom link will be there. If you don't get one from me, you can just go on there. I'll add that. That's the first thing I'm going to add. And then gingerbread is going to be on Friday. If you still want a kit, you can still get a kit. We can send you the kit. So if you want that, you just might not have it in time for the event, but you can still log on to the event and join us and just use it as a sit and sew and do your kit as soon as that comes in. Anything else? I'm not going to do the whole, the house. I'm going to show you how I blow this up. So I'll show you how I do that. Does the bigger house, it's not going to fit in the dome. It will, but you'd have to like smash it on there. I think it's, actually, I'm not positive. It could fit in the dome. I haven't even tried that yet. I don't see the kit on your website. Kit's not on. Are you talking about this? This isn't on there yet. This, I just got the fabric. You can buy the fabric yardage if you want and buy it online right now. But I haven't made the kit yet. But I will do the kit for that. I needed to come today and pick out my brown. But I cut everything. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm stitching that. We are stitching. I think most likely I'm going to be stitching this as a sew along, and so you can just do it with me. Remember, we're doing things other than Kimberbell this year. This will be like my first thing. I want to join. Yes, I need the 3 panels. And, oh, the kits are definitely there. Lady Fair, look up Mug Rug 6. And you should be able to find it. If not, send me an email. I'm going to wrap it up because we could just have questions all day for the rest of the day. And we've got a lot to do. Oh my God, I have so much to share with you. Be here tomorrow because I want to talk about Minky Kim too. So we'll talk about Minky Kim. We'll talk about Moda. I will see you later. And I'm going on right now to add, I'm going to add this link to the Cookie Tester stuff so you don't even have to email me. The Zoom link will be there so you can join us. I think that's it for now. I have like a million things to do. Donna and Cookie Tester. Those are things I'm going to do right now.